Hello friends, now in this lecture we'll start new chapter, that is surface area and volume of a right circular cylinder. Okay, surface area and volume of right circular cylinder. Okay, now right circular cylinder, or if we simply say cylinder, is the same meaning for us. So we'll see its surface area as well as its volume. So surface area, see, uh, if I roll a rectangular sheet, okay, suppose this is a rectangular sheet. Now if I fold in this way, then I will get a cylinder, isn't it? Then I will get a cylinder. Now what I have to find, its surface area. So can I say surface area of this cylinder is actually the area of this rectangular sheet? Now for a while, if I consider that length of the rectangular sheet is L and the breadth of the rectangular sheet is B. Now from this I am getting this cylinder. So whatever is the area of this rectangular sheet will be the area of this will be the area of curved surface of this cylinder. Now here curved surface, that means area of wall, that is curved surface. As we used to say lateral surface for cube and cuboid, that is area of wall. Here we'll say curved surface. Okay, so curved surface area of this cylinder is equal to the area of this rectangular sheet. Now, if you imagine, see, this is the length and this is the breadth. So when I make a cylinder out of this length actually becomes the circumference uh, of the cylinder. Now, for a while, if I say radius is r of this cylinder, then L is actually 2 pi r. L becomes 2 pi r, isn't it? And whatever is the breadth of the rectangle actually becomes the height of the height of the cylinder. So CSA, that is curved surface area, CSA is actually, it should be area of this, that is L into B. Now L becomes 2 pi r and B becomes h. So this gives you 2 pi r h. That is the curved surface area of the cylinder. So this is the first thing that we have to uh, put down for the cylinder. Okay, this is the cylinder. This is the way to draw the cylinder on a paper. Okay, this is the cylinder. Okay, this is the radius r and this is the height h. Okay, so first thing, that is curved surface area, that is CSA. CSA, that is 2 pi r h. This is the first formula. Now next is total surface area. Total surface area, that is TSA. Now what is total surface area? See, as we discussed in the cube and cuboid as well, total surface area means area of all the surfaces that a solid figure has. Now other than this curved surface, this cylinder has these two circular surfaces, okay, whose radius we assumed as r. So area of circular portion will be pi r square. So if I add pi r square this and pi r square this, 2 pi r square in the curved surface area, I will get the total surface area. So TSA is given by 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square, and I can write it is 2 pi r plus h. Okay, 2 pi r I took common, so r plus h. This is the total surface area. Now finally I'll come to the volume. Again, as I told you that volume in general we can find area of base into height. Now what is the area of base over here? Base is this, and area of base is pi r square. Pi r square into height, that is h. So pi r square h is the volume of the cylinder. So these three things you have to remember for the cylinder: curved surface area, total surface area, and volume. Okay, so note it down. Then we will see CSA, TSA, and volume for a hollow cylinder. Suppose we have a hollow cylinder. In that case, what will be the formulas? We'll see. First, note it down. Okay, something like this, I can draw the figure of a hollow cylinder. See, there are so many shapes around you of hollow cylinder. This is something looks like a hollow cylinder. Not exactly, but we can say approximately it looks like a hollow cylinder. Okay, now this from center to this portion is inner radius. I'll consider this a small r, and from the center to the outer boundary, I'll get capital R. That means small r is the inner radius or internal radius, and capital R is the external radius or the outer radius. Now again we'll start with the curved surface area, then total surface area, and volume. So CSA for hollow cylinder. Here we are talking about a hollow cylinder. Okay, curved surface area. See, curved surface area, as I told you, even in the cube and cuboid, the area which is curved, and over there we can paint. So here curved surface area we can paint in the inner side of the cylinder as well as outer side of the cylinder. So curved surface area is 2, you have to remember this formula, 2 pi RH plus 2 pi capital RH, because we can paint is it's an inner side as well as outer side. So this is the CSA. So I can write it simplify form 2 pi h small r plus capital R. This is the curved surface area. Now total surface area. Right now I told you total surface area is the area of all surfaces where we can paint. So other than curved surface area, which surface you are finding where we can paint is this area of ring. Okay, we can paint. See, if you see its top view, you will see something like this. Okay, so this is the portion where it is possible to paint. So now this is a small r, and up to this it is capital R. So how to find this area of ring? I can say area of this outer circle minus area of this inner circle, that is pi r square minus pi r square. If I take pi common, r square minus r square. One thing more, there are two such rings, so here I have to take 2 as well. So other than CSA, okay, CSA plus area of rings plus 2 pi capital R square minus small r square. Okay, now here 2 pi h capital R plus a small r. I can simplify this 2 pi. Here a square minus b square, so capital R plus a small r, capital R minus a small r. And ultimately, we can take 2 pi r plus r can be taken common. So h plus r minus r. This capital R minus small r is again I can say width of the uh, hollow cylinder. So that is the total surface area. Now finally it is volume. So simply we can say volume is, see, for a while suppose this is a solid cylinder. Now to make it hollow we have to take one cylinder from this itself, isn't it? So if I say the volume of total cylinder when it was solid minus volume of this smaller cylinder, then I'll get the volume of the hollow cylinder. So that is pi capital R square h minus pi small r square h. So ultimately it can be written, if I take pi h common, So capital R square minus small r square. This gives you the volume of the hollow cylinder. So please note down these formulas as well, and then we will see questions based on this. Okay, so now we'll start question based on this. So here I am taking very first question, example number 1 itself, page number 801. Example number 1, page number 801. Question is, the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder, page 801, example number 1. The CSA of a cylinder, the curved surface area of a cylinder of height 14 centimeter, of height 14 centimeter is 88 centimeter square. Find the diameter of the base of the cylinder. Find the diameter of the base of the cylinder. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. So first of all, read the question and try to get what informations are given to you. So they are discussing about curved surface area, which is given the curved surface area of a cylinder of height. That means height is given as well as curved surface area is given. What we have to find? Diameter. Okay, so curved surface area is given and height is also given. So we'll start. CSA is equal to 2 pi RH. Okay, or better to start, it is given CSA is equal to 88 centimeter square. Now, what is the formula of CSA? 2 pi RH is equal to 88. Now, see, in other words, we can say this is actually a linear equation in one variable, in which a formula that you have to remember, and out of all the variables, one variable will not be given to you and remaining all will be given to you. So over here 2, it's a constant, pi is again a constant, 22 by 7, r is not given. Okay, they are asking diameter. That means if we'll able to get the r, it is possible easily we can get the height, sorry, diameter. Now r I keep it as it is. H is given 14 is equal to 88. Now maximum of you, what you do, you multiply all these. So don't multiply, as we have to find r's. Keep r over here and take all other values on another side. 7 is in the division or in the denominator, so we'll take it in the numerator. Now 2 and 14 and 22 will come over here, because these three are in the multiplication or in the numerator. Now it is very easy. 22 4s are 7 2s are, this 2 2s are 4, 4. So r is equal to 1. As r is equal to 1, therefore I can say d, or I can say now diameter is equal to 2r, that is 2 into 1, that is 2 centimeter. That's it. So please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay. Okay, so this is the next question taken from page 802, example 3. Uh, if the ratio between the curved surface area and the total surface area of a right circular cylinder is 1 is to 2, you have to find the ratio between the height and the radius of the cylinder. So what we have given, ratio of CSA and TSA. So I can write CSA upon TSA is equal to 1 upon 2. That is given. Now CSA is 2 pi r h and TSA is 2 pi r plus h is equal to 1 upon 2. So here I can cancel 2 and 2 pi r and r. So I left with h upon r plus h is equal to 1 upon 2. Now on cross multiplication, here I will get 2h is equal to r plus h. What I need to find, ratio of height and radius. Height is to radius. So therefore I can write 2h minus h is equal to r. Therefore h is equal to r, or I can say h upon r is equal to 1 upon 1. Therefore h is to r is equal to 1 is to 1. That is the final answer. So please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so this is the next question, taken from page number 802, example 4. A rectangular sheet of paper of size 44 centimeter by 18 centimeter is rolled along its length and the cylinder is formed. You have to find the radius of the cylinder. See, suppose this is the rectangular sheet, they are talking about 44 centimeter by 18 centimeter. Now it is rolled along its length. So here you have to understand, roll along length is called this. This is not called the roll along the length. Roll along the length in this way. That means when we roll the given rectangular sheet along its length, then length become the base of the circumference of the cylinder. So okay, so when a rectangular sheet when a rectangular sheet is is rolled along its its length becomes, or its length forms the circumference circumference of the base of the cylinder. Therefore, I can say 2 pi r is equal to L. That is length of the rectangle. So 2 into 22 upon 7 into r that we have to find is equal to 44. Therefore, I can write r is equal to 44 multiplied by 7 upon 2 into 22. Therefore, r is equal to 7 centimeters. This 44 will cancel out. This is our final answer. Now, here they are asking r. Sometime in the similar question, they may ask you the volume of the cylinder. So, when we roll a rectangular sphere along its length, then definitely length becomes the circumference and the breadth becomes its height. That means in that case, h will be 18, and when we have radius and height, definitely it is easy to get the volume. So here final answer is 7. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so this is the next question. The diameter of a garden roller is 1.4 meter and it is 2 meter long. Find the area covered by it in 6 revolutions. Taken from page number 802, example 5. Okay, they are talking about a garden roller. For a while, I'm assuming this is the garden roller. Okay, now its diameter is given. Okay, diameter, that means this is given diameter. Okay, diameter is given 1.4 meter. It is also given it is 2 meter in length long. That means we can say, if I talk about the cylinder, here length of the roller is actually height of the cylinder. So here we have radius as well as height. Okay, we have radius, we have height, so we can find volume, CSA, TSA. But what we have to find, now we'll see this. Now what we have to find, area covered by it in 6 revolutions. So very first thing we have to check that how much area it will cover in single revolution. Suppose if I start, okay, wait a minute. Okay, I mark this and I start rolling this from this mark. Okay, so how much area it will cover in exactly one revolution when it comes over here? It will cover area equal to its curved surface, isn't it? So in one revolution, it will cover area equal to its curved surface area. For a while, suppose this is 100 meter square in one revolution. So in 6 revolution, it will be 600. So very first thing here we have to find that area covered by roller in one revolution is equal to its curved surface area. So let us see its solution. Here we have r is equal to 1.4 by 2, that is 0.7 meter. Okay, h is equal to 2 meter. Here one thing more that you have to take care about, whether the units of the given dimensions are same or not. Radius in meter, this is also in meters. If they are not of the same unit, first we have to make them same. Now area covered by roller in one revolution is equal to its curved surface area, that is 2 pi r h. So 2 into 22 upon 7 into 0.7 into 2. Okay, 2 into 22 upon 7, r is 0.7, h is 2. So here I can say remove this and 10 over here, this 7 and 7 will cancel out. Okay, now over here 2 in 22 into 2 44, 44 into 2 upon 10, so 8.8 meter square. Area covered in one revolution. So here I can write therefore area covered in in 6 revolutions is equal to 8.8 multiplied by 6, 52.8 meter square. That is the final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, this is the next question taken from page number 803, example number 7. What we have to do? We have to find the cost of polishing the curved surface area of the right circular cylinder. See, by reading this much part of the question, I got one thing, that definitely we have to find curved surface area. Now, to get the curved surface area, formula is 2 pi rh. That means we need radius and height. Now read the question further to check whether radius and height are given directly or not. Whose diameter is given? As diameter is given, but obvious radius we can find. And height is also given, that is 12 centimeter. Now cost we have to find. So definitely first we'll find the area, then we'll multiply it by cost. So let's see how to solve solution here. I can say R is equal to 7 by 2 centimeter. H is equal to 12 centimeter. Now first thing that I will find CSA. Now curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r h. Therefore CSA is equal to 2 into 22 upon 7, radius is 7 by 2. See, intentionally I took 7 by 2. I can also write 7 by 2 as 3.5, but I was knowing that pi is there, 7 is there, we can cut them directly. So I kept it 7 by 2 only. H is 12. This 7 and 7 will cancel out, this 2 and 2 will cancel out. So here I will get CSA is equal to 22 into 12. 264 uh, centimeter square. This is the total surface area of this. Let me check the yes, 7 centimeter and 12 centimeter. This is the sir. Now we have to find cost. So now cost of polishing, okay, cost of polishing is equal to 264 multiplied by its 50 paisa, that is 0.50. So 264 multiplied by 50 upon 100. I can cancel this 0. Now 1320 upon 10, that is rupees 1 2. Okay, so that is the final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, this is the next question taken from page number 804, example number 10. A metal pipe is 77 centimeter long and inner diameter of the cross section is 4 centimeter and the outer diameter being 4.4 centimeter. Find its inner curved surface area, outer curved surface area and total surface area. Now in the question diagram is also given, but it is quite possible that you won't get the diagram in the question. So first of all, we'll draw a rough diagram for this. See, they are talking about the metal pipe, that means we are talking about a hollow cylinder. It is also clear from this line that inner and outer diameters are given, that means it is a hollow as well as it has some thickness. So this is the diagram we can say for a hollow cylinder. Okay, this is the hollow cylinder. Now here inner radius, external radius is given. So here I can say, for example, for a while if I say inner radius is small r and external radius is capital R. So here small r, uh, actually diameters are given. Small r is equal to 4 by 2, that is 2 centimeter. Capital R is equal to 4.4 by 2, that is 2.2 centimeter, and height is given 77 centimeter. Okay, now we have to find inner CSA. So uh, inner CSA is equal to 2 pi inner radius into height, that is 2 into 22 upon 7, and radius is for inner radius it is 2 and h is 77. So this will become 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 22. Okay, this 22 I kept as it is and this is 22. So 2 multiplied by 484. 968 centimeter square. That is the inner CSA. Now outer CSA, that is 2 pi capital RH. That is the outer CSA. 2 pi capital R and height is same. This is so 2 into 22 upon 7 into, now capital R is 4.4 into H is again 77. So 7 and here you will get 11. Okay, so here 44 into 4.4, so that we have to multiply to get the outer CSA, and after finding the outer CSA, next they are asking to find the total surface area. So total surface area definitely includes curved surface area, inner CSA as well as outer CSA as well as area of ring. So there are two ways to get the total surface area. First, we can apply the formula and we can calculate. Second, we can take inner CA as it is, outer CA as it is, and just we calculate the areas of ring. So note it down up to this point, then we'll say the its total surface area. Okay, that I took from book directly. 1064.8 centimeters square. Okay, after this, now here I am taking this 968 as it is. Okay, that is inner CSA. 968 is inner CSA and 1064.8 is outer CSA. Now we'll find the total surface area. Okay, so total surface area TSA is equal to inner CSA plus outer CSA plus 2 into area of ring. Okay, so inner CSA I'll take directly 968, outer CSA I'll take directly 1064.8, 2 into area of ring, that is pi, capital R square minus small r square. That is 968 plus, or better to add these two, 2032.8 plus 2 into 22 upon 7 into, now capital R is 2.2, 2.2 square minus small r is 2. Okay, so 2032.8 plus 44 upon 7 multiplied by, now this is 2.2 plus 2, 2.2 minus 2. I applied the identity of a square minus b square. 2.2 into 2 is 4.2 into 0.2. Okay, so 2032.8 plus, it is 44 multiplied by, okay, I can do this by removing this decimal. 7 6 are 44 into 6 into 2 upon 100. So 2032.8 plus, okay, here it will be 44 into 12. 44 into 12. Okay, so 44 into 12 gives you, so here you will get 52 point, sorry, 5.28. 5.28. Okay, so just by adding these two, you will get your final answer. Centimeter square. So please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay. Okay, this is the next question taken from exercise 16.1, page 805, question number 5. Find the lateral curved surface area of a cylindrical petrol storage tank that is 4.2 meter in diameter and 4.5 meter in height. That means lateral surface area. However, they should write a lateral curved surface area, that is nothing like this. It is only curved surface area, either lateral surface area or curved surface area. Okay, this is the one thing. Second thing, to get that curved surface area, what we need, height and radius. Both are given directly. Height is given 4.5, and as diameter is given, it is easy to get radius. This is the first thing. It is not difficult, just we have to put the formula to get the value. Now, further it is given how much steel was actually used if 1 by 10 of steel actually used was wasted in making the tank. That is the different thing. So first we'll get the solution of answer of the first one. So here I can say R is equal to 4 by 2, 4.2 by 2, that is 2.1 meter, and H is equal to 4.5 meter. Okay, so now simply curved surface area CSA is equal to 2 pi R H. Therefore, CSA is equal to 2 into 22 upon 7 into 2.1 into 4.5. So, curved surface area is equal to CSA is equal to, here if I remove this decimals, here I will get 10, here again I will get 10. 7 3s are. Okay, now 2 into 45 is 90, 22 into 3 is 66 upon 10 into 10. This 0 and 0 cancel. So ultimately here I can write CSA is equal to 9 into 66 upon 10. 59.4 meter square. That is the curved surface area of the cylindrical tank. Now next, what we have to find, how much steel is actually used. So suppose steel actually used steel actually used was x meter square. Therefore I can say x minus x by 10 is equal to CSA, not CSA, actually it is TSA. Okay, to make that storage tank, how much steel is actually used is whatever is used minus wasted. It is given the 1 upon 10 of the steel actually used is wasted, should be equal to total surface area, because it's a closed cylindrical tank, it's a petrol storage tank, it must be closed. Okay, so here it is 10, 10x minus x is equal to total surface area is 2 pi r plus h. So 9x upon 10 is equal to 2 into 22 upon 7 into r, that is 2.1, and 2.1 plus 4.5. So here we have to find the value of x. So 9x upon 10 is equal to 2 into 22 into 21 into, here it will be 6.6 divided by 7 into 10 into 10. Okay, I remove this decimal as well as this decimal. So now I can cancel this. See, first of all, I can cancel this 10 with this 10. Now 7 threes are 21. So let us see the remaining portion over here. So here I can write 9x is equal to, see, 2 into 22 into 3. So uh, 22 into 3 66. So 2 multiplied by 9x is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 is 66. 66 multiplied by 66 multiplied by 2 divided by 10. Okay, 22 into 3 66. This 66 as it is, and this 2 divided by 10. So from here I can write x is equal to 66 into 66, that I have to do, and 66 multiplied by 66 multiplied by 2 upon 9 into 10. Okay, so x is equal to, I can cancel it with 3, 3 3 is a 9, here 22, again 3, so here 22. So now I have x is equal to 22 into 22, that is 484 multiplied by 2 divided by 10. So x is equal to 96.8 meters square. That is the uh, actually used steel, 96.8 meters square. So please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so this is the next question from exercise 16.1, question number 6. In the given figure, you see the frame of a lampshade. Its height is 20 centimeter and the base diameter is 14 centimeter. It is to be covered with a decorative cloth, leaving a margin of 2 centimeter with a for folding it from over the top and the down at the bottom. So we have to find how much cloth is required. So definitely we have to cover it in this way, such a way that we have to take a margin of 2 centimeter over here as well as over here. So we can say the diameter remains same, but the height becomes 20 plus 2 plus 2, that is 24 centimeter. So let us see its solution. So here r is equal to 14 by 2, that is 7 centimeter. H is equal to 20 centimeter plus 2 centimeter plus 2 centimeter, that is 24 centimeter. Now simply you have to find its curved surface area. Now CSA is equal to 2 pi r h. Therefore CSA is equal to 2 into 22 upon 7 into 7 into 24. Okay, so this 7 and 7 we can cancel out. Simply CSA is equal to 40, 44 into 24. So just product of these two gives you the final answer. Therefore, CSA is equal to 44 multiplied by 24. 1056 centimeter square. That is the final answer. Okay, so only different thing in this question was to uh, take this height as 2 centimeter above and 2 centimeter, because we have to cover it uh, at both the sides. So this is the final answer. Please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so this is next question. The total surface area of a hollow metal cylinder which is open at both the ends. Hollow cylinder, also it is open at both the ends. Of external radius 8 centimeter and height 10 centimeter. Its external radius is given as well as height is given. And it is given that total surface area is 338 pi centimeter square. That means we are talking about a hollow cylinder whose external radius is given, whose height is given, it is open at both the ends, and its total surface area is given 338 pi centimeter square. Taking R to be the inner radius, obtain an equation in R. But obvious we'll use to take we take small r as the inner radius only. We have to obtain one equation and use it to obtain the thickness of the metal of the cylinder. Okay, so let us see. First of all, let us draw a diagram which represents the given situation. It's a hollow cylinder. Okay, something like this I can say is the hollow cylinder. Okay, this is the hollow cylinder. Its inner radius we have to take as r, and external radius will take capital R. That we have to find. See, here we have to find thickness, and thickness is simply the external radius minus internal radius gives you the thickness. That means we have to find capital R, and then we have to obtain the thickness. So here uh, inner radius small r is inner radius small r is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay, that is given. Height, okay, we have inner radius as well as height as well as a total surface area. So here height h is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, inner radius small r is equal to 8 centimeter. Total surface area is equal to 338 pi centimeter square. Suppose outer radius is capital R centimeter. Okay, so we have inner radius, we have total surface area, we have outer radius. So first of all, we'll apply the formula of formula of total surface area of this hollow cylinder, and we'll keep the values of r and h, and definitely we'll get the capital R. So now TSA is equal to 338 pi, but according to us, TSA is total surface area is, see, total surface area of a hollow cylinder is inner CSA, then outer CSA, then 2 into area of ring. So from here, if I take 2 pi r common, 2 pi h common, here I will get r plus r, and then plus 2 pi r square minus r square. So finally formula of TSA is going to be 2 pi 2 pi r plus r, 2 pi r plus r, then h plus r minus r is equal to 338 pi. This is the formula of total surface area of a hollow cylinder. Okay. Now this pi and pi I can cancel directly over here only. Okay. Now therefore 2 into, now capital R I have to find, small r is given 8. Okay. Then h is 10, capital R I have to find, small r is given 8. One thing more I can do, 338 upon 2. This 2 I can take on that side. So this is r plus 8, and over here uh, see, one thing I here, external radius is given. So external, that is capital R is given. Outer radius is given, not the inner radius. Outer radius is given. Okay, so simply here I do write 8 plus small r, and here it will become 8 minus small r. Okay, because outer radius is given, not the inner radius, and it is also radius, not the diameter. So here I will get r plus 8 or 8 plus r, 8 plus small r, and over here 18 minus small r is equal to 338 by 2. Okay, now here I have to multiply 144 minus 8r. Okay, 144 minus 8r plus 18r minus r square is equal to 169. So minus r square, okay, or better to write now as it is, okay, minus r square plus 10r plus 144 minus 169 is equal to 0. Okay, I wrote first minus r square, then minus 8r plus 18r is plus 10r, 144 as it is, and 169 over here. So this is minus r square plus 10r minus 25 is equal to 0. Therefore r square minus 10r plus 25 is equal to 0. So this is the equation that they were asking, taking r to be inner radius, obtain an equation in r. This is the required equation in r. Now use it to get the value of thickness. Now we can simplify this. This we can say is a quadratic equation. Okay, so here further I do write, therefore now r square, splitting the middle term, minus 5r minus 5r plus 25 is equal to 0. So I can take r common, so r minus 5, again minus 5 common, so r minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is r minus 5, r minus 5 is equal to 0. That is r minus 5 whole square is equal to 0. So r minus 5 is equal to 0, that is r is equal to So radius of or internal radius is 5. But what we have to find? Thickness. So now thickness thickness is equal to capital R minus small r. Therefore, thickness generally be denoted by D. Capital R is 8, small r is 5. Therefore, thickness is equal to 3 centimeter. So that is the final answer. So please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so this is the next question taken from page number 805, exercise 6.1, question number 10. A cylindrical vessel without lid, okay, it's a vessel but lid is not there, has to be tin coated on both sides. Okay, has to be tin coated on both sides. If the radius of the base is 70 centimeter and its height is 1.4 meter, calculate the cost of tin coating at the rate of rupees 3.50 per 1000 centimeter square. So very first thing that you have to that should come in your mind, that this is in centimeter, this is in meter. So first of all, we'll convert both in centimeters. Why? Because the cost is again is given in the terms of per centimeter square, per 1000 centimeter square. Now what we have to find? Cover surface area, total surface area, volume, what? See, lid is not there, so tin is okay. That means we can say it is covered from here because it's a vessel, so that must be base. But lid is not there, so here we have to calculate curved surface area plus area of base, or if I say total surface area then minus area of top, that we have to calculate. And it is also written that see, although it's a vessel, but its thickness is negligible, it is not given, so we have to consider thickness is negligible. That means we have to tin coat it in both the sides, so whatever the area we'll find, we have to multiply it by 2. Okay, so let us see its solution. So here what we have here, first thing that we have is radius is 70 centimeter, then we have height, that is 1.4 meter, that is 140 centimeter. Okay, and cost rupees 3.5 per 1000 centimeter square. So now area required, or required area to be tin coated, now area to be tin coated is equal to, area to be tin coated is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by CSA plus base area. Okay, why I am multiplying it by 2? Because we have to tin coated it both the sides. Okay, it is written on both inner side as well as external side, and thickness is not given, so we'll consider it same. That means we'll consider the inner radius as well as external radius as similar. Now 2 into 2 pi r h plus the area of base, that is pi r square. 2, I can take pi r common, so here it is 2h plus r. Now I'll keep the values 2 into 22 upon 7 into 70, 2 into 140 plus 70. So this I can cancel 10. So here I will get 440 multiplied by, okay, 22 into 2 is 44 into 10, 440. It is 280 plus 70. 280 plus 70. So ultimately it is 440 into 350 centimeter square. This is the total area to be tin coated. So however, it is not required to find the multiplication because they are not asking the area to be tin coated. Simply we have to find cost. Okay, so please note it down up to this point, then we'll see how to find its cost. Okay, so this should be 154,000 centimeter square. Okay, now we'll see cost. Okay, cost of 1000 centimeter square is 3.50, so we have to find the cost of this much. Okay, now cost is equal to, see, for 1000 it is 3.5, huh? Now for cost, so for 1000 centimeter square it cost rupees 3.5. Okay, therefore for 1 centimeter square it will cost 3.5 upon 1000. Therefore 440 into 350 centimeter square cost will be 3.5 into, sorry, upon 1000 multiplied by 440 into 350. Okay, when you multiply this, then you will get the final cost. So solve this, then I will give you the final answer. Okay, if you multiply over here, you will get 539,000 divided by 1000, that is 539 rupees 539. Okay, this is the final answer. So please note it down, then we will see the next question. After this, now we'll see question related to the volume of the cylinder. Okay, so this is the next question from page number 806, example 2. If the area of the base of a right circular cylinder is 154 centimeters square and its height is this, find its volume. Very basic question on the concept of volume of cylinder. See, here what we have, here it is area of base of cylinder is given. Area of base of cylinder is in a shape of a circle. So I can say here actually I have pi r square is equal to 154 as well as height is 25. Now what we have to find volume. So but obvious, first I do write the formula of volume, that is pi r square h. So pi r square is directly given 154, h is 25, just their multiplication is gives you the final answer 25. 3850 centimeter cube. Volume we always write in centimeter cube. So please note it down. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Okay, this is the next question. If the radius of the base of a right circular cylinder is halved, that means initially if it was 10, now it makes 5. If it was 8, now it is 4. So here we'll consider initially it was r and the later on it becomes r by 2. Keeping the height same, that means both the cases height remains same. Find the ratio of the volume of the reduced cylinder. Reduced cylinder means the cylinder in which we reduce or make the radius half to that of the original one. So let us see how to solve this. So suppose radius, height and volume, as we have to find the ratio. So suppose radius, height and volume of original cylinder are h and v1 respectively. Then radius of reduced cylinder will be r by 2. Also suppose, okay, now height is same, so I just discuss about reduced radius of the reduced cylinder. Height is same. Now also suppose volume of reduced cylinder is V2. Now what I have to find? V2 upon V1, reduced cylinder to that of original one. So now V2 upon V1. Now volume of cylinder is pi r square. So here r is r by 2. For the reduced cylinder radius is r by 2. So pi multiplied by r upon 2 r square, and h is same, and over here pi r square h. Pi and pi cancel, h and h cancel. Therefore, v2 upon v1 is equal to, here I can write r square by 4 upon r square. R square again cancel. So, v2 upon v1 is equal to 1 upon 4. That is v2 is to v1 is equal to 1 is to 4. That is our final answer. Please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, so next question from page number 807, example number 6. Okay, question says the radius and height of a cylinder are in the ratio 5 is to 7 and its volume is given. We have to find its radius. So here we have uh, here we have r is to h is equal to 5 is to 7. Therefore, I can say, therefore r is equal to uh, I can write 5x and h is equal to 7x. Now its volume is given. Now we know volume of a cylinder is it is given how much, 550 centimeter cube, but we know volume is pi r square h. Now here I can put the values of r and h in terms of x, and after obtaining the x I will put over here to get the value of height as well as the value of radius. But there here asking only the radius of only the value of radius. So 22 upon 7 into r, that is 5x multiplied by 5x into h, that is 7x, is equal to 550. So here I can write x into x into x, that is, or before that I can cancel this 7 and 7. Okay, so x cube is equal to x into x into x is x cube is equal to 550 divided by 5 into 5 into 22. Okay, this gives you the values of x. So after getting the value of x, we can find its radius. Therefore, x cube is equal to 550 upon 5 into 22 is 110. So 5 multiplied by 110. So simply x cube is equal to 1 actually. Okay, because 5 into 110 is 550. So x cube equal to 1. Therefore, x equal to 1. Now what we have to find? Radius. So now radius is equal to 5x, that is 5 multiplied by 1, so 5 centimeter. So this is the final answer. Now here they ask to find the radius. Instead of radius they may ask you find the height, or simply they can say that find the total surface area or curved surface area. So please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, so next question from page number 808, example 8. On Guru Nanak Jayanti, S. Manjeet Singh wants to distribute milk in cylindrical vessels with radius 10 centimeter and height 15 centimeter to 350 people. Find the amount of milk distributed. So first we'll find the volume of one such container which is in the shape of cylinder, as its radius and height are given, and then we'll multiply it by 350 to get the total milk distributed. So let us see, here we have R is equal to 10 centimeter and H is equal to 15 centimeter. Now volume of cylinder, or simply volume, is equal to pi r square h. Now over here you can see that okay, let us see, volume is equal to, see, this r and h both are not divisible by 7, so I can take pi equal to 3.14, but you can see this 350 people. After finding the volume of one container, definitely I am going to multiply it by 350 to get the total amount. So over there, that 7 we can cancel with this 350. So here I'll find the volume in terms of pi only, because they are not asking to get the volume of one glass. Okay, that we are finding so that we can find the volume for 350 people. So here pi r L 10 and h is 15. So here I can say volume is equal to pi into 100 into 15. Therefore volume is equal to 1500 pi centimeter cube. Okay, that is the volume of one glass. Now amount of milk distributed. Now amount of milk distributed is equal to 350 multiplied by 1500 pi. That is 350 into 1500 into 22 upon 7. 7 5s are, so here it is 50. Okay, so 50 multiplied by 15. So here I can write 50 multiplied by 22 into this. 165,000 centimeter cube. This is the total amount of milk distributed. Okay, if you want to convert into liters, then divided by 1000. So 1650 liters. This is the final answer. So please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so this is the next question that I took from page number 809, example 13. Difference between outside and inside surface areas of a cylindrical metallic pipe. Now, outside and inside surface area they are talking about, that means simply they are talking about the curved surface area. Okay, the difference between those curved surface areas is 44. Height of the pipe is 14. Pipe is made of this much meter cube of metal. That means volume of the hollow cylinder is also given. A pipe is given. We have to find the outer and the inner radii. So let us see how to solve. Okay, suppose outer and inner radii of pipe are capital R and small r respectively. Okay, now it is given difference between outside and inside surface area. So now the very first thing that is given, 2 pi r h minus 2 pi r h is equal to 44. Now from this I can take 2 pi h common, capital R minus small r is equal to 44. Now 2 pi is 22 by 7, h is also given, that is 14, capital R minus small r, that is equal to 44. Okay, so 7 2s are 14. Here I can say 44 into 2 into capital R minus small r is equal to 44. This 44 cancel. So ultimately I have capital R minus small r is equal to 1 by 2. Let it be equation number 1. Okay. Now other than this we have one more information, that is about its volume. Okay, so now it is given volume is 99 meter cube. Now volume of hollow cylinder is pi h capital R square minus small r square. Pi r square h minus pi r square h. So capital R minus small r is equal to 99. Now pi is 22 upon 7, h is 14, and this can be written as capital R plus small r into capital R minus small r is equal to 99. This 7 2s are 14, 22 into 2. Now capital R plus small r remains as it is, but at the place of capital R minus small r I can take 1 by 2 is equal to 99. This 2 and 2 again cancel out. So here I can say capital R plus small r is equal to 99 upon 22. I can cancel these numerator and denominator by 11. So I will get 9 by 2. This is equation number 2. So here I can say that this surface area and volumes concept is over. Now this is a linear equation in two variables. With the help of these two, I have to find the value of small r and capital R. So now if I add these two, I will get my answer. Now on adding first and second, so I have a small r minus, sorry, capital R minus small r is equal to 1 by 2, and over here I have a capital R plus a small r is equal to 9 by 2. When I add these two, this will cancel out. I will get 2 into capital R, 1 by 2 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 plus 9 by 2. So 2r is equal to 10 by 2. That is 2r is equal to 5, and ultimately capital R is equal to 2.5 meter. Okay, that is the value of capital R. Now if I put capital R equal to 2.5 in equation number 1 or 2, I will get the value of small r. Okay, so note it down up to this point, then we'll see how to get the value of small r. Okay, so further I will solve over here. Simply what I will do now, put capital R is equal to 2.5 in equation number 2. So capital R plus small r is equal to 9 by 2. 2.5 plus r is equal to 4.5. Okay. Therefore, small r is equal to 4.5 minus 2.5. Therefore, small r is equal to 2 meters. So, these are the values of small r and capital R. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye. Thank you. Take care. Stay at